It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas. It is Wednesday, December 6, 2017. It is 7 a.m. on this Wednesday morning. Little bit chilly out there. In fact, it's just downright cold now.
It is. No frost on the windshield, but there should be.
Yeah.
It's cold.
A little bit. Well, it's December. Mm-hmm. Winter's approaching. Well, we got 2 more weeks of fall before the final tilt of the earth for the end of the year, and then it starts getting really cold.
I'm happy to see the temperatures cooling down a little bit. I think that's
it's Christmas. Yeah,
it's Christmas
buy
time.
That. That's it's no big deal. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome Down on the Corner. We're all enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee over here.
You betcha. 10W30.
You bet. Good stuff.
Get the motor running.
Get the motor running.
He's been singing songs with Crosby, Stills, and Nash this morning.
I don't listen to that hippie
stuff. He's been grooving over here today. As you heard in the introduction, there's 3 locations to serve you. Check them out at Balmer Boulevard or Walmart East Plaza in front of Anytime Fitness or Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby.
Or right here.
Got plenty. How much we got left? Almost a full pot.
Well, we can always make another one.
Yeah, we can. I just came in with, 7 or 8 pounds of more coffee.
Yeah.
Watched him grind the beans right there. Ooh. Don't you know that shop smells good?
Do you understand the coffee process? All the beans start out as a little bean.
Really?
But the longer you roast them, the stronger it gets.
Wow.
I was always thinking, well, they're different beans for this and that. No, it's all in the hours roasted.
So you learn something new every day.
Got some aspirin. I bet he has a headache after that one. That's good.
I saw the smoke kind of boiling over.
Oh, that was just kind of laid back, and there it is.
See, that's what happens when you ponder long
that's
enough.
Why you've been pondering. You've been pondering over coffee beans.
I ponder everything.
There you go. If you want the best coffee in town, check out Brood Awakening Coffee. If you haven't tried it, try it today. 3 locations to serve you. And now let's pause for our morning prayer, shall we? Heavenly Father, with all the issues concerning God and whether God exists, it's funny to see the news reports of people doing Christmas shopping. If the news media wants people to think there is no God or God does not exist, why all the hoopla over Christmas? The truth is that God is real, God is alive, and God is love. Every year a new excitement comes upon us as Christmas approaches because of the birth of Jesus Christ. Lord, I pray you grant our folks and our friends peace and joy during this holiday season. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
And so, it's getting closer.
It is.
Santa going to be good to you?
I hope so. I've been good this year.
I put a couple of lists out there, there was a 1961 Chrysler 300G for $53,000.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody posted in Hemmings Motor News a 1965 426 Chrysler Race Hemi, not the street, but the race Hemi for $25,000. That brings me up to about $78,000 with the old dude,
So you're not trying to be greedy or anything.
No.
Yeah, you might be let down. I just asked for some homemade biscuit and gravy. It's the simple things in life, man.
Things he knows he can get.
Yeah, and I won't be let down.
Okay.
That's Jerry.
Yeah, you should have seen that car. Quite a nice little ride. $53,000. Your morning weather is brought to you by your local Sears store. And tell you what, back in the days when I was working at Sears, I had a 1961 Chrysler 300G in the garage.
See, now you wish you didn't get rid of it.
It wasn't mine. I actually worked on it.
You guys have grown up with all these different vehicles, just like me. Is there ever a vehicle you just kick yourself in the butt for selling right now that you wish you would have just kept?
Well, I still have my 65 model, my 81 model, my 57 model. I've got my 3 big engines. But
I'm talking about the whole car, not just parts.
No,
I wish I would have kept the brake pedal to this.
I've got them stored out here over behind Kingsbury. I've got
them, yeah. I'm just asking.
But in 1969, our family had a 57 Studebaker Silver Hawk. And, of course, 12-year-old Studebaker, guy dickered on the price. We wanted $20 for it. $20 for a Studebaker Silver Hawk. And the guy dickered on the price.
I'll give him 25 right now.
Yeah, I would too. I'd give him that for the door handle. But, wow, I tell you what, when you bring up that Sears logo and I think about what we did back in Sears in the day, had a guy call up and said, you got a battery handle a Dodge Hemi? And I said, I sure do. Put the biggest Die-Hard battery in there I had. It was a 69 or 70 Dodge. I forget what it was now, but it had the 426. It was a sleeper. The only way you could tell it had the Hemi, it had a little tag that says 426 Hemi on the side and dual exhaust. Huge engine in that car, Dodge Corvette. Jerry Speechless over here.
I'm listening.
Just kind
Be
of.
sure to shop your hometown Sears store. Tools of all types, woodworking, mechanics tools. They got lawn equipment,
Basketball goal.
basketball goals, TVs.
You name it, they got it.
Check out your hometown Sears store.
And it's such an easy store to get in and out of.
Oh, yeah.
You know, rather than one of these big, huge.
It's set up well.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
just-
find what you're
yep.
looking for. It's very pleasant to be in there. Great staff. Love Sears. Temperature-wise, we're at 27 in Mountain Home, 36 at Harrison, 29 at Hardy. Woo!
29.
You know, I'm envious of those guys that run trains through Hardy. Can you imagine going through Hardy on a train along the river right there?
Oh, it's got to be
this
pretty,
time of
yeah.
morning?
It's got to be beautiful.
Oh, man.
We used to take the train from Calico to Harrison through some of the scenic river shots, and that was beautiful. But I could not imagine going by the Spring River and up through that area. That's got to be nice.
That's got to be gorgeous. 27 at Mountain View. Yellville checks in at 25. Marshall at 27. Poplar Bluff, Missouri at 28. 32 at Branson. And 29 in West Plains.
Cold, 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 cold.
Welcome to December.
Getting colder.
On the radar, as we post that, we've got a lot of shark activity along the East Coast that affects Interstate 95. Famous in Song and Story. I mean, literally, the coast is wet. Can you see that? My
I
goodness.
can.
And then, of course, the Gulf Coast getting a lot of, excuse me, a lot of rain. We've got rain in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, a little bit there in Florida, backs up into Texas. I wish that would come north. Look at all that shark activity along Texas and Louisiana. We could use a little bit of that. Jerry, run down and get a couple buckets and fill them up and sprinkle them over, will you?
Bring them up here.
Man.
I was thinking if you did your show on the Louisiana-Alabama line, your hot wind could actually push that up to
There you go.
Arkansas.
There you go.
That's Mississippi, not Alabama.
In the middle of the
You said the
globe.
Louisiana-Alabama line.
Okay.
All right, you're talking to Jerry. Just roll with
You
it.
got to put Mississippi in between Louisiana and Alabama.
All I see is a blob.
Yeah, you can't quite see it because there's a blob of green right there. Anyways, you can see on the radar, southern Arkansas. Let's look at southern Arkansas, shall we, Scooter?
You bet.
Ooh, just look at that. Greenville, Mississippi, just barely getting any shower activity off of that. There's a lot of good rain down there that I sure wish it would come up here. I think we're still under that burn ban, aren't we?
Yeah,
The
last I
judges-
heard, we're still under
Yeah.
the burn ban.
And so, dry conditions right now. Just don't burn. Northern Arkansas, clear. Well, basically 90% of Arkansas clear on all the highways. And Missouri looks like it's clear as a bell. Good for driving. Should be a nice day across the middle part of the country.
Yep.
Well, I wish we'd get a little bit of that rain from Louisiana.
It'd be nice.
It'd be nice.
Just send Jerry down there with the truck. Tell him fill the
Pick
back
up the
of
right-
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be enough spread around for a little while.
Fill the tanker truck up.
There
bet.
you go. There you go.
What do we got in community news there, Mr. Jerry?
Well, you got the Toyota Bonus Bucks Bassmaster Classic
Oh,
tournament
man, I saw
going
a
on.
bunch of trucks in yesterday.
Did you?
Alabama. I saw one from Alabama. South Dakota. I can't think where that third one was from.
They're from all over, man.
All over, yeah.
So
Keep
that,
talking. I need to.
that kicks off today, and I believe it runs through Sunday.
All right, I got a question for you since we're on that, and I'm ignorant when it comes to bass fishing. So, you got these huge bass boats, and they got the big engines on the back of it, and then they got these two big poles that go up behind the boat. What are those for?
I have no idea. Getting it on the
Every
trailer.
bass boat has one, and they're mounted on the boat
Uh-huh.
beside the engine.
I know what you're talking
and they're
about.
huge poles, and they got holes in them going up. And I have never had a clue what the heck those were for.
I don't know.
I mean, the bass boats I've been gracious to get into and ride never had these big poles out the back of it. But they all have it. Every one of them.
Interesting. Good question.
So, if anybody is listening, text us. Let us know.
Or on Facebook.
Let us know. I'm curious. I really am.
Jerry's going to ponder on that for about an hour.
Oh, God.
I'm thinking about my coffee right now.
He's still stuck on biscuit and gravy. What, are you kidding?
The church security seminar takes place at Faith Assembly in West Plains, Missouri on December 11th at 6 p.m. They will have speaker and guests from Shield Solutions. It's a top-notch team that brings a lot to the table on keeping community churches and the area safe after what happened in Texas, where, I mean, they literally wiped out nearly 50% of that little congregation of that little Baptist church down there in Texas. But the church security seminar, Faith Assembly West Plains Church, it's on the Highway 63 bypass next to Hirsch. And, it's downriggers for stabilization.
Okay. Thank you.
Bob Rechtenwald.
Bob, I see. I should have known Bob would be the
To
one
the rescue.
that commented.
Once again, the church security seminar, Faith Assembly West Plains Church on Highway 63 bypass next to Hirsch. Guest speakers are Shield Solutions. It's December 11th at 6 p.m. West Plains, Missouri, about an hour from here.
Well, since he answered the question, we do got to give him a little kick. We'd like to thank Bob for answering our question this morning, and thank Jim Brown Company for allowing him to do all that he does and everything over here.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
So what's the answer?
it's
Downriggers for stabilization.
Yep.
Downriggers for stabilization.
You said it's got holes in it, so if the air goes through it, kind of like a NASCAR flap to keep the.
There you go.
Just a guess, because I don't have a boat. I don't know. Baxter Regional Medical Center's blood drive is today, Wednesday, December 6th, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can call 1-800-RED CROSS. It's in the Lagerboard Dining Room, of course, at the hospital. And give blood, help save lives. American Red Cross. Living Nativity. First Baptist Church's drive-thru, December 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 to 8 p.m. at First Baptist Church. Check it out, fbcmh.com. The Living Nativity is a unique Christmas experience for all families. This free driving tour includes live outdoor scenes, carolers celebrating the first Christmas, indoor activities, refreshments, crafts, and gifts. Everybody's invited.
Awesome.
A lot of
I've
fun
never
and a lot
been
of.
to those.
Huh?
I've never been to one of those.
What?
The Living Nativity.
We'll drive through.
Think it'd be worth my time?
I guarantee that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to drive through, but they had traffic piled up all the way back to the highway on 178 and all the way back.
I don't know how many years now they've been doing that, but
This
it's
is
been a
fourth.
while, and they've got it down pat. I mean, I hear nothing but praises.
It takes
about
about 4 months from, right around Labor Day Sunday, they start, Christmas is around the corner. We got to get started. It takes about 4 months to cross every T and dot every I when you're doing a Living Nativity, because they've got about 250 people involved in that activity.
It'd
And
be
the animals.
worth driving through. It'd be cool just load up the family and drive through. And,
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
and,
And for the
and
kids,
help
they've got a
the
petting
kids.
zoo, and you go in, they've got cookies and snacks and crafts for the kids. If you got time to park and walk in, they've got the foyer all set
It
up.
helps your kids to see what Christmas is actually about, because it ain't about the gifts. It ain't,
Right.
and that's all they see. And it's kind of nice to have a little heartfelt thing for Christmas. It'd be a good thing to drive through.
Yeah, it's worth it.
A little family conversation in the car.
Are they still doing that singing in the cave thing? What do they call
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Down at Blanchard.
Carolyn
In the caverns. Yes.
Yeah. Mountain View.
I need to get down there. I really
Don't you
think
know
that would
how
sound
good that
just
would be?
awesome.
Go to the website, yourplaceinthemountains.com. But availability, it goes pretty quick. I'd say they're sold out this weekend, so you might be lucky and get next weekend.
I need to look into that. I think that would be pretty cool.
Sounds good. Well, Scooter, why don't we take a break?
Be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and SteadyForm. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Hello, I'm
It's 7:19 on this Wednesday, December 6th, and ever so often we have some folks stop by and they don't have time or can't make it at 7 o'clock for the program, so we'll pre-record. We had Alex Ray, who's a candidate for land commissioner, and he's out of North Little Rock. I'll hold this card up. Don't know if we can get a shot of that, but I'll hold the card up so Scooter can take a look at it. But anyway, Alex Ray, family man, and born and bred right here in Arkansas. So we're getting ready to queue up that interview, recorded, I believe, the 29th or 30th of November, right after Thanksgiving. Alex was in town. And Benny Speaks called up and says, hey, can we stop by? Well, you sure can. Come on by. And I do want to encourage all candidates. 2018 is going to be midterm elections. Of course, we've got governor, attorney general, lieutenant governor, land commissioner, auditor, treasurer. Everybody's up for re-election, and so a few seats are being swapped around. But we want to encourage all candidates of all parties, give us a call. Love to have you stop by and do the show, whether we do it live or pre-record, whatever it is, and give us a phone call here. And love to have everybody on. 2018 is going to be a busy campaign, especially in the primary. So,
it will be.
Are we ready to cue that up? Alex Ray
ready
for land commissioner. Welcome back to Down on the Corner. I'm visiting now with Alex Ray, and he is a candidate for land commissioner. We want to welcome him to the XL7 studios. Welcome.
Hey,
Good
thank
to see
you.
Nice
Good
to meet
be
you,
here.
sir.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, campaign season is here.
It has been.
I love it.
And you
I
have
love
to
every
forgive me
minute.
for I sound a little froggy this morning. I got a little bit of a cold. Forgive
don't
me.
we all? Ribbit. You
Yeah.
know. Well, it's nice to meet you. This is our
Thank
first
you.
meeting.
Yeah.
And tell us, who is Alex Ray?
Yeah, so I grew up in central Arkansas. I'm a North Little Rock, Arkansas native. I have the honor of being a sixth-generation Arkansan, first generation off of an Arkansas county farm. So for 5 generations, my family's been farming soybeans and rice and cotton and wheat in Arkansas and Lee County. And I like to joke that...
Now, where's Lee County?
That's Marianna, out in far east Arkansas.
Really?
Out in the
Are
border.
you north of I-40 or south?
South.
South of I-40.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's right. Most of the time we spent was in Arkansas County at Stuttgart and DeWitt.
Yeah,
in between
okay,
Stuttgart
yeah,
and
south
DeWitt.
I-40 there, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I grew up in central Arkansas, North Little Rock, born and raised, went to Ouachita Baptist.
Yep.
Worked for a corporation called Johnson Controls here in Arkansas. Do our
familiar.
business development for our public sector infrastructure business.
Yeah. Johnson Controls used to manufacture the Sears Die-Hard battery.
So Johnson Controls, without going into a tirade about them, is one of those companies that does a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
So we are the world's largest automotive battery manufacturer still,
Mhm.
but I work for a division of the company that's really more focused on building infrastructure.
Really?
So what I do in Arkansas, and my part-time, my daytime hobby, I like to say, I got a full-time evening hobby now. My full-time daytime hobby, what I do for a living is I do efficiency consulting, if you will. So I work for a division of Johnson Controls that's called Performance Infrastructure. And we work with school districts, colleges, and universities, city and local government and state agencies all over Arkansas. We come in, we evaluate and audit their facilities, their infrastructure, how they're taking care of their enterprise, if you will, and put a little private sector polish on them and tell them how they can do it more efficiently, how they can better serve the stakeholders of Arkansas by operating more efficiently.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you went to Ouachita Baptist University.
I
Now,
did.
what's your official degree?
So I
Is
spent,
it like this long?
No. I studied. I like to say I studied business, because that's a lot more practical than saying I studied political science. But
Mhm.
I studied political science and finance with an emphasis in economics.
Now, I got to give you the same question I give every candidate. And,
Sure.
and Benny speaks over here behind the cameras, and he knows every candidate that
Sure.
that I've talked with. You've got a genie in a bottle. You get 3 wishes.
Oh my goodness.
That's what Asa did. The governor. I'm sorry, Governor Hutchinson. Genie in a bottle. You get 3 wishes.
Man.
Yeah.
You want to come back to that question?
Yeah. Hash it over.
I mean, that's a serious, because you got hunger and world peace and poverty.
And right now, what I'm concerned with, just in Baxter County alone, is the massive amount of domestic violence.
Okay.
You know, that's a rampage right here. I know it's got nothing to do with running for land commissioner, but still, you know, that's something that it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't be happening.
Okay.
Where's that card, Scooter? I got to get. Excuse me. The director's over doing some directing.
That's fine.
So, what's your ideas for land commissioner office?
Yeah. So the commissioner of state lands, is that, I'm supposed to be looking over there at that camera? Is that right?
I don't know.
The commissioner of state lands is one of the 7 constitutional offices of Arkansas government. So most people that know that the office exists know that you've got the attorney general, the governor and lieutenant governor, attorney general, treasurer, secretary of state, auditor, and commissioner of state lands.
Yep.
So the commissioner of state lands, as an executive office, you get 2 4-year terms. The current land commissioner, John Thurston, he's term limited, and he's of course running in his own primary race for Secretary of State. So when we got into the due diligence to understand the function of the office, you know, is this something we need to be doing?
Right.
Is this somewhere where we can be a part of affecting positive change for the people of Arkansas? We got into the statutes. So it's a constitutional office. but it is completely empowered by statutory authority. It is given its authority by the legislature. So the Commissioner of State Lands has two functions in Arkansas government. They have an administrative function, and then they have a statutory leadership function. What most people know about is the administrative function of government, which is the dispensation of delinquent real property. So dispensation, of course, is just a highfalutin government term for managing and dispensing, handling of delinquent real property. They're not a tax collection agency per se. So every year you get your assessment for your real property tax from your county assessor, and your real property, not your personal property, and you're supposed to pay that by October 15th of every year to your county tax collector. Well, if you've missed that for 2 Octobers in a row, you've been delinquent 2 Octobers in a row, it's certified to Little Rock, to the Commissioner of State Lands office, as grossly delinquent, and they try to collect on it for another 2 years, at which point you've been delinquent for 4 years, hadn't paid any real property. I mean, hadn't paid anything. No payment plan, been mostly unresponsive is what happens. They don't know how to get a hold of you.
They just have, we had this happen earlier in 2017 over at Briarcliff area.
Okay.
What they call worthless property.
Yeah, and so they sell it.
And they went back to the state, I guess.
Well, the Commissioner of State Lands will seize it, essentially, or take possession of it, sell it at public auction, and then send the money back to the counties where the property originated. They don't keep it. They keep a few percentage points.
Now, can they put it back up for sale?
They do. They sell it at public auction. So it's whoever
anybody can bid on it.
The opening bid is the back taxes. So you can go to the county courthouse and win some land for whatever the market will bear, which sometimes is a song. But the opening bid is the back taxes. And it used to be, they actually just changed that. It used to be the opening bid was the minimum assessed value. So long story short, the Commissioner of State Lands last year, in the previous fiscal year, sold 3,400 parcels, give or take, approximately 3,400 parcels, and turned back somewhere around $21.6 million to the counties of Arkansas.
That helps.
In turnback. Baxter County got just a hair shy of $276,000. Now, the statute requires that, because everybody always says, where'd that money go? The statute requires, it comes back to the county judge, that the money be used in the same place it would have been used if it had been collected by the county. So in most Arkansas counties, 80 to 85% of that money goes back to the school districts.
Yeah, that's where it needs to be.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the administrative function of the office, and then what we got into is that the Commissioner of State Lands also has a little bit of authority over state lands and waterways. You know, there's an opportunity for the Commissioner of State Lands to act in coordination with, in conjunction with all of the other state agencies, with the commissions and governmental entities, waterways, oil and gas, game and fish, all those guys that are working really hard to preserve state land. The Commissioner of State Lands has some authority to continue to provide those entities additional assistance as the chief trustee and chief steward of the state's land and water. Yes, sir. And that was something we uncovered that we didn't really know about. And there's a lot of opportunity to. So the question for us became, how can the Commissioner of State Lands play a role in providing more opportunity to promote recreation and economic development, help all of the entities that are doing that now? Because most people know that there's a Waterways Commission, an Oil and Gas Commission, Forestry Commission, Natural Resources Commission. But what I have found, and of course this is a blanket statement, but what I've found is most people, they don't know who who their Waterways Commissioner is, or who their Oil and Gas Commissioner is, and when they meet or what they do. And it's not because those guys aren't working their off for the people of Arkansas. It's just that they don't get a lot of statewide coverage.
Well, let me throw this out at you. I learned this yesterday. We had Jeff over here from Chamber of Commerce, Mountain Home.
Sure.
City Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce. And he says, do you know in Mountain Home, I don't know how familiar you are from North Fork Lake back towards Mountain Home.
Okay.
There has not been a new resort built in 40 years. And the reason is the regulations on sewer. You can't, by the lake, have septic anymore. It has to be on a sewer system. So for economic development in this area, if we had newer resorts near or around the lake with free public Wi-Fi and other things that for me, I don't mind just sitting in the rocking chair watching the water go by, but younger folks may want to have a little bit more fun than what us older folks want to do. But because of these regulations, it's very, very expensive. So how can we, in the tourism industry, through the land commissioner's offices, make it to where we can provide sewer and water to the North Fork Lake area to build new resorts to bring more tourism into this part of the area? Like I said, it's been over 40 years since any new resorts have been built on North Fork Lake.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunately, that's pretty complicated answer to a serious question, because when you start talking about local government infrastructure, there gets to be a lot of people involved, a lot of entities and organizations involved, city and local county government. You've got ADEQ and maybe the Natural Resource Commission. It depends, and waterways.
And I'm sure EPA'd have their fingers in it somewhere.
Sure. So the Commissioner of State Lands, in that regard, unfortunately, really just has purview over state land and state property. And so when you start talking about personal property or property that's owned by the county or the city,
Well, it'll be federal. I think it's owned by Corps of Engineers.
Okay.
All the way around the lake.
Right.
Well, let me back up. You can get land adjacent to what they call the government strip.
Yeah.
But they're trying to protect the lakes and the lake and the government strip. You know, you go back 100 years to septic tank.
Yeah, that's right.
That was 100 years ago. Now it needs to be on a sewer treatment system.
Yeah.
To keep it out of the water, which is admirable, but economically it's a disaster right now because, like I say, 40 years since any new resorts have been built around Norfolk Lake.
Okay.
And so, but you go up to Branson, you see all these around Taneycomo and Table Rock and all of that because they've got around the regulations, but people don't want to come in and build a $5 million resort and have to spend $15 million just to do water and sewer.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
So I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow, that's an excellent question. Maybe we need to go to Branson and try to understand what the heck they're doing.
Yeah.
Certainly wouldn't hurt.
So what do you think about the genie in the bottle? You come up with anything on that one?
Yeah, so that's, and I know it sounds really hokey, but the idea of addressing things around poverty and hunger.
Yeah.
You know, that's, so I'm an evangelical Christian. I don't want to take any qualms about that. My wife and I are blessed to attend the church at Rock Creek in Little Rock, in West Little Rock, and I grew up some Baptist churches there in Central Arkansas, and Rock Creek is very much a ministry-focused church. We've been there about 4 years, and I had to completely redefine my understanding of what is ministry. And that church is so heavily focused on reaching out to the poor and the hurting, and the people that are not concerned about the things that you and I are concerned about, because we've got a full belly. We got up in a warm, comfortable home today and got in a shower and washed our hair with shampoo and all the things that a lot of us take for granted on a daily basis.
You're right.
We see a lot of those folks, and particularly in Southwest Little Rock, where there seems to be at times a higher population of poverty. Not always, but we see that those people are concerned about things that I don't think about.
So I see you taking to the land commissioner's office a little bit more compassion on things that you can help through that office.
I don't think there's a reason that we shouldn't be more compassionate in everything we do.
Yeah.
You know, that's not the function of government to take care of society. That's the function of community and churches, which is a whole. We don't have time to talk about the welfare state, and that doesn't apply to my race.
You'll be here several times.
Sure,
I'll get you back
but that,
in. He's going to have to give him a key.
How many of organizations, including churches I've grown up in, or could we be doing more? Not they're not doing their part, but could we be doing more to take care of the community? So I've got a lot of focus on, poverty and homelessness, and I think about all the opioid crisis.
My goodness,
if you've been reading about all the health outbreak of hepatitis going on with homelessness on the West Coast, but can we take care of poverty? Can we take care of homelessness? And can we take care of, you made a comment about domestic violence. If we took those things completely off the shelf and did not have to deal with them as a society on a daily basis, what could we be focused on? Where could we turn our attention and resources? So that's just a real political non-answer to your question.
We've got about a minute and a half before we end this recording. Go ahead and take a look at the cameras and just talk to the folks. Tell them who you are. Alex Ray for Land Commissioner. Primary coming up. Benny, is that primary in May?
Yeah.
The May primary.
May 22nd.
Listen, folks, this is Alex Ray for Land Commissioner. Get a good look at him.
Thanks,
Find
everybody.
young man here, Christian man.
I appreciate that. Thanks
I'm
for
assuming you're pro-life like me.
I am.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I am, absolutely. Thanks for letting me be here today. So my name is Alex Ray, and I'm running in the Republican primary for State Land Commissioner, May 22nd, 2018. If you vote in the statewide primaries and pull a Republican ballot, you'll see Alex Ray for Land Commissioner. You got on my, I'm going to steal this card.
Yeah, there you go.
Do a little prop work. You can find out more at my website, which is arforar.com, or you can go to any of the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can look up AR for AR, hashtag AR for AR. Go to arforar.com and follow all the social media links there, and would very much love your vote and love your support. You can find out my positions and what I stand for there on my website, but certainly look forward to being back with you soon. thanks for having me.
And I look forward. It's going to be a fun political season starting January 2nd.
That's right. That's right.
There's going to be primaries. There's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love the political season. As Benny knows, we've been working this now for probably 10 or 12 years.
Yeah.
I go all the way back to Justice Sean Womack on the Supreme Court, one of his very first campaigns years ago.
So that the people need to be involved. And people bemoan and groan about the state of politics in America. It's because there's not enough people involved. So I'd encourage you to get out, be involved. Absolutely.
Once again, Alex Ray for Land Commissioner, and that website again, sir?
AR for AR.com.
There you go.
Hard to beat.
We're going to take a quick break. More to come on Down on the Corner right after this. Stick around. Be right back.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home. Your White River getaway starts at Cotter Trout Lodge, where you find convenient, clean, and affordable accommodations right in the heart of Cotter, Arkansas. Take advantage of the Natural State Fly Shop across the road for all your supplies and guided fly fishing needs. Countless delicious homemade menu options await to satisfy your hunger cravings at the White Sands Cafe. Your complete White River getaway is cradled in the east arm of the historic Ruthven Rainbow Bridge at the Cotter Trout Lodge, Natural State Fly Shop, and the White Sands Cafe.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Welcome back to Down on the Corner. It's 7:38 on this Wednesday, December 6, 2017, and you saw the pre-recorded interview with Alex Ray for Land Commissioner. Two good gentlemen running for Land Commissioner, Alex Ray and, of course, Tommy Land, who's been here. Tommy walked in the other day and, hey, comes out. Why? I'm not dressed right. Yes, you are. Sit down. I'm gonna put it right out here. When you're running for Land Commissioner, don't wear a suit and tie.
Hey, man, you can't say that. The kid just had a suit and tie on.
You know, and I've got a problem with that. You're running for Land Commissioner, grew up on a farm, and Alex is a fine man. Don't get me wrong. But I want to see a real people. I mean, when you're sitting in the North Little Rock office, you're probably there with a suit and tie. But if you want to get your hands dirty, put on a pair of boots, a pair of jeans, and slob up like I do, you know?
But how many votes could you get?
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm not running for office.
Let me tell you, I don't know if you'd get as bad as what he said. Hey, before we get into anything, because we went over the weather.
Yeah.
All right, we were talking about weather earlier. But earlier this week, they were predicting snow at the end of this week. What are the? I'm curious. What are the
Okay,
predictions
let me go
now?
over here. I'll go to National Weather Service. Let me click on Baxter County.
I saw 2 snowflakes yesterday.
What?
Yeah.
You crazy.
About noon.
What were they driving?
That was a good answer.
Oh.
They had Obama stickers on their bumper there.
Their
I said,
nickname
"Look at
was
the
Snowflake
snowflakes."
1 and Snowflake 2.
Ooh, slam dunk. I don't see it in the forecast at all. Right now, according to the National Weather Service, today a high of 51. Tomorrow, they're saying Thursday a high of 36. Friday a high of 42, but it's clear as a bell all through the week. I'm not seeing any chance right now.
Awesome.
So
that's good news.
Yep.
Okay, I was just curious. I know it. We talked about it earlier in the week. You know, that S word came up.
And you know, bad weather is inevitable. And we went out to River City Flooring and checked out their sheds and stuff, man.
Man, let me tell you, because that's the first time I've been
Really?
out
I've not
there.
been out there. I need to go out there.
We were actually videoing all the different things.
Yeah.
River City Flooring, you know, he's got wood flooring, and I've seen some of his wood flooring. I've been inside; it's just amazing. But the sheds are what got me, and because they're not just regular sheds. He has them, regular sheds. He has metal carports. But then he has these cabin-looking things, and we'll get some pictures on here next day or so, and that way people can kind of get an idea. But they're little portable cabin-looking. They're really cute. You can put them right beside your house. You can still use them as a shed, but they're attractive. They've got, or you can turn it into a little cabin. There was a used one they had there where people were living in. They actually had it divided into rooms, and that was their house. Was this, and they're cute. They've got porches on them, and doors and windows, and it's just really neat. And I believe they even do financing available.
River City Flooring does this.
Yeah.
Where are they located?
Right across from Walmart. Just go down by, once you hit Walmart, look across the street, you'll see River City Flooring. They've got a huge storefront. Just look for the sheds out there.
Yeah.
It's amazing what they have. I mean, there is a whole line. Jerry probably tell you more. He's been through most of them, but
yeah, they're built high quality sheds. I mean, these aren't your little thin metal sheds you just put anywhere. I think on the low end they're about 2,000, but I mean they're built with the good 4-inch screws and the thick treated lumber. I mean, you get what you pay for. And if I'm going to buy a shed, I expect that dude to be around for 20, 30 years, you know, and that's kind of what you're getting. But on the low end, about $2,000, and then the high end, you start getting in them cabins and those big workshops. I mean, you can get.
They got some with lofts up in them.
Yep.
The one I liked the most was it looked like a little cabin, but instead of the porch being right on the front, it was right in a corner.
Really?
And they offset the whole corner of it. And the door was offset in the corner, and you had this cute little porch. And it was just neat. You ought to go by.
So let me ask you guys a question. Let's say that Grandpa and Grandma's got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, and you could pick one of these up like as a guest house?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think?
Absolutely.
Really?
That's what they're made for.
Is that right?
A lot of people do use them for that. For
Actually, I got a
camps.
friend that their father came to stay with them for a while, and they bought one of these. And that's where he stayed. They finished it all out inside and made it. They're really attractive.
And like when they do have to take one back for whatever reason, those two that we saw out there that people had transitioned into living quarters,
you
can get those things for like 20% off. I mean, it's big time savings. And in some cases, the insulation's already up, ceiling fans in it, kitchen sinks. There's just no telling what you'll find. But
So River City Flooring's kind of like a sleeper title. They got a lot more than what the title says.
Yeah. Their title doesn't say anything about these cabins. It's River City Flooring, but they have a ton of them. And when the cool part is,
I didn't know.
Most people out here could use a shed. I mean, but they hate putting that little eyesore sitting beside their house.
Yeah.
And this is where it changes.
Oh, I've had them little dilapidated metal things held together by sheet metal screws.
Yep. And they don't last that long, and they're not attractive sitting beside your house. These are attractive. I mean, they really, really are. I wouldn't mind one of these sitting beside my house.
And you get those all-steel carports. I mean, they have them big enough where you can put your 3 RVs in that thing.
Yep.
I mean, they make them big, but you can get your RV,
Can you get them
your
custom
boat.
built, or are they?
No, but they have about everything you need. You can
Yeah.
get up to 40 by 20s, and I mean,
Cool thing, I mean, especially with winter coming on right now, is you got your boats, your stuff that's sitting outside.
Right.
A carport keeps the weather off, keeps everything
Yeah.
lasting longer. I mean, keeps your seats looking nice, carpet looks nice inside, and
protect your investment.
yeah,
Well,
go
you
see
know,
River City Flooring.
You know, when Mike Sisk is here, we talk about, and a lot of people don't realize this, but even in the summertime, Scooter, you know, you're at work, the boat's sitting there beside the yard, and you figure it's 95 to 100 degrees, that sun's bearing down. If you don't have that boat or RV protected, that sun's just cooking. When Mike's here, we talk about wiper blades.
Yep.
How many times have I heard people say, well, you know, it hasn't rained in 6 weeks. Why do I need wiper blades? Because they haven't been used. They've been sitting in the sun cooking on that windshield. It's the same parameter with the boat seats.
Same philosophy.
Or if your camper is sitting in a spot where the sun's coming in one of the windows and it's cooking the seats or stuff like that, protect them.
Let me tell you, if there's something you're debating on for Christmas time, to me this would be the ideal thing. And they offer, like I said, financing and everything. So just, you know, you don't have a couple $1,000s in your pocket, go talk to them. They'll work it out. They'll
River
get
City
it financed
Flooring. And that
out for you.
address is what?
I'm not exactly sure what the
Right
address is.
across from Walmart.
Walmart.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. Go to Walmart parking lot, look across, see River City Flooring. You'll see the sheds. They got them all by the road, all down the sides, and then ton more behind their building.
Double stack behind it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just in time for Christmas.
Just in time. They got it. They'll deliver it.
Pull this up real quick before
Okay.
we take a break. It's 24 degrees outside. Now's the time to give Robert Reeves, call it Reeves Propane. I don't know if there's a finer gentleman in the state of Arkansas than Robert Reeves. And
I'll say this: I've had the privilege to sit and interview him a number of times, and he is just an amazing person to talk to. He is a very Christian-driven, heartfelt man that is just awesome to talk to.
And he's the only propane dude that'll actually go in your house and
Yep.
work on appliances.
Yeah.
Most people stop right there at the tank. And
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone care more about an individual.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of customers, but he takes the time to make sure
they're all personal to him,
that you're doing okay and that everything is up to snuff with what you purchase from him.
Yep.
So give them a call for
Amazing
Baxter,
individual.
Iser, Fulton, Marion, Sharp, Stone, and Searcy County. 800-432-5172, local 870-670-4440.
And I promise you, really, really like that guy. He
And,
really takes a personal interest in it.
I mean, top-notch equipment.
And going back to sheds and workshops and all that, I'm telling you, if you heat with propane, you will end up saving a ton of money.
Yeah.
Over that electric.
Oh boy.
He's
Don't you
got
know.
all kinds of propane heaters from in-home to the big industrial. He can get you hooked up.
Call Reeves Propane for Baxter, Izzard, Fulton, Marion, Searcy, Sharp, and Stone counties. 800-432-5172. Local 870-670-4440. Scooter, how about another break?
Take a quick break.
Be right back, everybody.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. VHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either a terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
It's 7:51 as we conclude the Down on the Corner program for this morning. And I want to thank Alex Ray for stopping by. We did the video back in November, second or last day of November. Nice young man. So got a primary come up May 22nd. There's going to be a lot of voting going on in May. Anyway, we get to, go ahead.
Have the Democrats got anybody on the ticket this year?
They still in existence?
That's what I was wondering.
I haven't heard.
I know that.
I've not heard of one candidate yet from that party.
Huh.
I'm serious.
I know they did a bunch of uncontested seats last election. I'm just wondering if they're still around.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was reported by Breitbart News, or I believe, but I heard Chelsea Clinton might be coming to Arkansas for a run.
For what?
I don't know, one of them state seats. Could you imagine?
She don't live here.
I know. Well, Hillary didn't live in wherever she was, New York and all that.
No, well, they bought a house after he was president.
I'm sure they still got a house.
They can buy a house here, and then
well, you can get a post office box, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I want to talk real quick. We got about 6.5 minutes left, and we do get some folks that log in on Hometown Television or Facebook or even YouTube from around the country. We've had folks from St. Louis, Washington, D.C., West Virginia's logged in. And it's time to promote our area. This is going to be a pretty time of year. And Arkansas State Parks. They've got a great website, www.arkansasstateparks.com. And it's, I don't know if I've ever seen such nice pictures. Take a look at that one right there we got, Scooter. This is Bull Shoals Dam.
Yeah, I just put it up.
45,440 acres. It's the Arkansas largest lake, and it's on the northern part of the state. And Bull Shoals State Park. I'm going to click the next picture here.
I'm going to move him over too, so I'm over blocking Jerry and not the person talking.
You're fine right there.
That's a good photo.
I'm going to move that over just a little bit.
This is the James A. Gaston's Visitor Center. This is the State Park Visitor Center, and an exciting Discovery Center rolled into one. This overlooks the lake. The picture that you just saw of the dam and the lake In the background, the river in the forefront. This is just to the left of where that picture was taken. This is the visitor center at Bull Shoals State Park. I love Bull Shoals State Park. A lot of fun.
Oh, and one thing about that area, DHF Archery, the largest indoor archery in these parts, is coming down there, and we're proud to have them as a sponsor. Right there on the old golf course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We've been playing a commercial on them, and man, let me tell you, they have got a lot going on. They got these digital screens going, and you actually shoot the screen.
But that'll bring people in from all over the country. He said those East Coast hunters are big into that because they'll have actual tournaments in there.
And I know they'll be opening pretty soon.
Yep.
So they're getting ready.
This is inside the James A. Gaston Visitor Center in Bull Shoals, Arkansas. There you go. There you go.
See, now you're talking my language. I like the camping.
Yeah.
I love the camping.
Now, are you one of these that takes the big RV and sets up the TV satellite and all this stuff?
No. If I bring the RV, it's for my wife, and then we go out and tent it. No. We do have this little camper thing that we can use, but most of the time that's what we're at right there. I love the tent, just being one with nature and having a good time.
I've got my grandfather's 1953 J.C. Higgins tent that was bought at Sears.
Holy cow.
And it's still in good shape.
Sold.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just telling you, sold.
I'm ignoring him. But how many times, we've had it set up right here at Bull Shoals State Park. Pop the tent, a lot of fun. Now's the time to plan next year's. Now here you go, right here, the White River, Bull Shoals State Park. Guess what he's doing? Trout fishing.
He's doing some fly fishing. You ever done any fly fishing?
It's been a long time.
Ooh, that's an art form. Let me
tell
you, without getting your own ear when you're coming back.
Yeah, yeah. Are you good at it?
No. I'll be completely honest. I love trout fishing. I've done the fly fishing, and I can do it, but I'm telling you, it's an art form, and I just haven't had enough practice at it.
Me either. We'll keep on going. Got 2.5 minutes for. Then, of course, canoeing the White River is a lot of fun. And how's that for an autumn picture, folks?
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Just, you can't beat it, I'll tell you what.
We had a pretty nice fall this year.
We really did.
Good
I
colors.
saw some trees that were just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, here's a winter shot. Bike trails, hiking trails.
Now, I do a lot of that. I do a lot of hiking and stuff. We don't do a lot of off-road biking, but the hiking my kids have really got into. We enjoy that.
Have you done the Big Bluff out there at Bull Shoals?
No.
That's a good hike.
I've heard
we
a
did
lot
it
of good
2 or
things
3
about
Christmases ago. Kids were in, and what are we going to? We'll just got to Bull Shoals and wanted to do some hiking. You also got David's Trail out here east of town. I like Big Bluff Challenge, but we're back to the beginning. That's Bull Shoals Dam. Like I say, if you're looking at that picture right there, the visitor center is just to the left of that. You can cross the dam. I think they still have the stoplights installed across Bull Shoals. They're working on that dam. When I went down to Conway, of course, they're working on Heber Springs as well on Highway 25.
Well, they just seem to always be working on them dams, don't they?
Keeping them safe. Anyway,
just
minute
never
and a half.
know.
Jerry?
Oh, man, it's the whole Bull Shoals area. We made number 2 best fishing and hunting in the country, according to Outdoor Magazine here a few years back. So
I can believe
that's
that.
what we're known for.
Yeah, and it's beautiful out there. It really, really is. To me, especially out on the river, you get out there on the river and just start floating and fishing, and it's so relaxing and peaceful, and just doesn't get any better.
Nope.
Check it out, ArkansasStateParks.com, and it's very user-friendly, and take some time to just go through that. If you're not in Arkansas, you can still log in, of course, on the World Wide Web, and take a look at North Central Arkansas. But take a look at all of Arkansas. It's gorgeous. Northwest, Northeast, North Central.
And I'd like to suggest to anybody that's wanting to get on the show, or anybody that's wanting to advertise and help promote their business on the show,
come on in.
Just come on in or give us a call. We'll come out and meet up with you, show you what we have. I mean, we're a very cost-effective way to promote your business, and we'll take good care of you. That's what we're here for.
Alrighty, that pretty well wraps it up. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope everybody has a nice day. It's going to be a little bit chilly, but it's December.
Whoop, whoop. It's about time for the weather, so I'm happy.
Scooter, take us home. Back tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.